little later. Show me crisscross applesauce. Show me not playing with your shoes. Show me eyes on Mrs. Lewis, because I'm going to write down all the callers who are being super listeners today. By the way, you don't need it now.
Okay, today we are going to talk about water, and we are going to learn something new. It's called the water cycle.
I know that.
Ooh. Touch your nose if you know the water cycle. Ooh, quite a few. I'm so impressed. That is fabulous. Okay, why, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Why is water important to people? Chloe.
Because it's healthy for you.
It is healthy for us. Ethan.
So you can survive if you have rain for you.
Yeah, that's right. Jackson.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, just wait 5 minutes. All right. Liliana.
Because it makes you so healthy and it's healthy and it keeps you strong and so strong that you can lift anything up.
Ah, that's so true. Okay, put your hands down. Where can we find water? Lots of quiet hands, thank you. Randy, where can we find water? Maybe a lake? Layla.
Ocean.
The ocean.
Sink.
The sink. Ryan.
The
The
hose.
hose. So we've got maybe a lake or an ocean, our house. Maybe think of somewhere else we could find water.
The river.
Quiet hands. Ariana.
In the water fountain.
In a water fountain. So is there water all around us?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little activity. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your thinkers on. Ready? Let's put them on. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you.
The froggy.
Oh, you guys see my frog? Okay.
Yeah.
Does this need water?
Yes.
Touch your nose if this one needs water. Very good. Does a ball need water?
No.
Wah, wah.
You can throw it in the water
You can throw it in the water,
to make it float.
but it doesn't need the water to live.
Yeah.
All right. Does a tree need water?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Does a dog need water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wash it.
To wash himself. Do we wash ourselves with water?
And drink the water.
Yeah, and drink the water. Okay. Does a flower need water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about a bird?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I like birds.
How about a hat?
No. That would be silly. That would be silly.
Okay.
Silly.
And a frog. Does our friend the frog need water?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys did excellent. Sounds like you know a little bit about water. Okay, I'm going to head over to this board, so I want you to swivel, swivel, swivel. And I'm going to put up on the board some pictures. And
I see the sun. And I see the water. I see the sun. I see it too. I see it too.
okay, ready? This is the first one. This is going to be pictures of the water cycle.
Yep.
Okay?
Rain cloud. Rain cloud.
You think that's a rain cloud?
That's a rain
Ah,
cloud.
so smart.
That's a cloud. A mountain. A mountain of water.
Okay. So the first step in the water cycle, what happens? Ethan.
So the water goes in the water goes vibrates in the clouds in the sun, then it goes in the clouds, all the water goes down, then it goes to the mountain.
It does. You did a fabulous job on your water cycle. That is great. Ariana, and it goes again. That's why it's a cycle. A cycle means to go over and over again. So we start with the water turning into vapor, like Ethan said, and it turns into vapor because of the sun. The sun gets the water hot, dries it out, and it turns into vapor.
Then it goes in the clouds.
Yeah.
And the water turns, then there's little black stuff that goes in the water, then it makes it happy and fall down.
The
And
rain.
it goes to the mountain.
Very excellent. I bet you're going to be a scientist. You are so smart.
I'm going to be a mad scientist and turn myself into a monster.
Okay. We can talk about mad scientists another time. Okay, swivel this way.
You want to be a mad scientist.
All right. I have a book I'm going to share with you. This is another book I made up, but actually this time my son wrote it. He is in 5th grade, and his name is Alexander, and the book is called The Little Cloud by Alexander Lewis. It says, one day long ago, there was a happy little puddle of water. The puddle loved to see little children play and splash in him, but after a while, he got bored. He decided to talk to the sun. I enjoy seeing the children play in me, but I want to explore. I want to fly. I think I can help you, but it will take a couple of days, said the sun. So the sun is going to help the puddle. They waited for a warm day, and then the puddle started to get warm. The puddle got so warm, it started to turn into vapor or steam. The wind took the vapor up to the sky and formed a cloud. Whoa, what's happening? He cried. You are changing to a cloud so you can fly, but only for a little while, until you cool off, the sun said. Then the puddle changed to a cloud. Whee! I can fly! Laughed the little cloud.
I can see his eyes.
You can see eyes? Yeah.
I can't see it. You can.
Okay,
I
so.
can see the puddle.
Yes, but only until you cool off, the sun said. So he's going to be able to fly until he cools off. Okay. The cloud played, changing shapes for people. Going slow, going fast in the wind. The cloud started to get full of water, and then it started to rain. Oh no, I'm cooling off, the cloud yelled. Don't worry, you will fly again when you get warm, the sun said. So that is what happens to our water. So just like Ethan said, it gets really warm, and then it evaporates and it turns into steam, and then it goes into a cloud, and then the cloud gets really heavy with water, and then it rains down on us, and sometimes the rain hits the mountains, and then it comes down the mountains, and it goes to different places. It goes to lakes, it goes to rivers, it goes to the ocean, it goes to the sewer. Yes, Ethan?
It goes to California.
It does. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you something, but you have to work with me on this one because I actually have to use the microwave. We're going to pretend that the microwave is the sun, and the sun, the microwave is going to get the water really warm, okay? And then I'm going to call you up to see what happens when we get the water really warm, okay? So just give me a minute.
Can't wait for this. What about you, Emily?
And listen, while I'm over here, you guys can listen. You tell me what I'm doing right now. Listen, use your ears. Listen. What did I just do?
Water.
I got the water. Now listen really closely. Closely. What did I just do? Except that wasn't long enough. Okay, let's see if we can do it the right way this time. Okay. Oh, it's counting down. We know how to count, don't we? Shall we count to 10?
Yeah.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
pretty warm. Okay. Now, I'm going to call each row up to come and look at what happens when we get really warm water. So when the sun warms the water up. Okay, red row, come on up. You can see the vapor. Do you see the vapor coming onto the plastic? Okay, quickly walk right around and get back on your squares. Do you see how that vapor is forming on the plastic? Okay, go ahead. See, the water is actually going up and hitting the top of our box. Is that neat? You can see the vapor on there. Or steam. Okay, orange row, quickly. Okay, make sure we don't run into our friends. Do you see the vapor or steam? Do you see this? See how you can see some bubbles? And down here, it's a little bit more clear, and on top, it looks cloudy. The cloud is the vapor or steam. Yeah, you can touch it. It's kind of warm, isn't it? Okay, go ahead and go sit down. Once you get to see it, you can go and sit down. It's kind of like there's a little cloud in there, a cloud of steam, and we're catching it. The lid on top is catching the steam. And so we can see the steam or the water vapor. Okay, go ahead and sit down. How many of you watch your mom cook spaghetti at home? Raise your hand quietly. Good. What happens when the water boils?
It comes to steam.
It does turn into steam. Yeah. And that's the same what happens to our water outside. The sun gets the water really warm, and then there's steam comes off the water, and the steam is really tiny, like little tiny particles of water. Okay, green row. We're gonna have to go lots faster because I'm going slow. Okay, go ahead. Oops. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jackson. I know that's a steam on top. You can't see because the steam is causing it to be cloudy. Okay, go sit down. Not right now. Okay. A few more minutes, Jackson, and then you can. Okay. Okay, blue row. Can everybody see it's kind of hard to look into the box? That's the cloud. The steam is doing that. Okay, go ahead and have a seat, Ariella and Emily. There's a little bit of, there's a rock in there, and there's some branches in there. Okay, let's see, our last row, purple, come on up.
Purple.
Okay, Bren and Christian, go ahead and have a seat.
It's making steam.
It is steam, yeah. And that's how our clouds are formed. The water comes off the water and turns into a cloud. When the cloud gets really full of water, the cloud gets heavy, and then it rains. Is that kind of fun that we can capture a cloud of steam? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, I am going to go and empty the water because is the water cold right now? No, it's hot. So I'm going to actually go empty this into the sink so that we don't get burned on it. And then I'm going to talk to you a minute about the water cycle. I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. How does, raise your hand, a quiet hand if you know, how does the sun help the water change into vapor or steam? Luke.
It heats it up.
It does. It heats it up. That's exactly right. Yes, Camden.
Water cycle. That makes like when you heat up water in a bowl, and you put it in a container, it makes steam and it makes a cloud.
It does. And today we got to capture that little steam cloud by putting a cover on top of the water. Toby.
It goes through the solar and then it goes through the ocean and then the water.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's another question. Put your hands down. Where does the water go? This is a thinker. Where does the water go when it turns into steam or vapor? Gabriel.
Cloud.
It goes to the clouds. That's right. And it collects into that cloud. how are clouds made? Yes, Ethan.
I mean, it's from water.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, where does the water go when it rains? Liliana.
It goes on the mountain.
It can go on the mountain. Where else can it go? Christian?
Sea.
The sea. Toby?
Sewer.
The sewer. Adele?
To a house.
To a house. All right, hands down. All right. Now, here's a tough one. Think about this one. Is there water in the air?
No.
Think about it.
Yes. Yes.
Why do you think there's water in the air, Mason?
Because the clouds are in the air.
Yes, that's right. And what happens when the vapor comes up?
It goes to wind.
It does go to the wind. And can we see air? No. So can we see the water in the air? No. The water is kind of hiding in the air. We can't see it, but we know it's there. Okay.
Because you can feel it.
You can. Some days you can feel more water in the air than other days. It's true. It's called, a big word, humidity. Let's go to the tables. We have a little activity we're going to do. Red row, go ahead and get your pencil box and head to a table. Purple row, go ahead and get your pencil box and head to the table. Orange row, go ahead and get your pencil box and head to the table. Green row, go ahead and get your pencil box and head to the table. And blue row, go ahead and get your pencil box and head to the table. So, this is an example of what we're going to be making today. Can everybody see it? Okay. This is all 4 steps of the water cycle. Do these pictures look similar to these on the board? Yes. So this is what we're going to be making it similar to the ones on the board. Now, on your paper that I give you, there's going to be numbers on your pictures. So it's going to say 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you can't remember how the water cycle goes, there are numbers you can match. Okay? I need a few helpers to pass these out. Everybody needs one of these. We will need our scissors, and we will need our tape, and we will need our color crayons for this activity.
What about paint?
Blue. Sorry, blue. And I need a few more helpers. Yes, you'll need a pencil to write your name. Please write your name on the blue clouds, but not in the circle. It has to. Not in the blue circle on the outside. So, like, when you get your clouds, write your name at the top so we don't paste blue over them.
Don't peel them apart. They're supposed to be together like that.
Okay. Make sure that we're coloring before we.
Don't peel them apart. Do not peel them apart. It's gonna freeze it.
Okay, so all of these, you don't want to peel them apart, but you can see that they pop open because they're 3D, right? They're not flat, they open up, and we can actually hold on to them. They're not just like a piece of paper, they actually pop open. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is color. First thing we're gonna do is color our pictures. glue it back together, okay? What is the part? Yeah, we weren't supposed to, you guys need to listen. If you actually aren't supposed to be told what part, then please put it back. You don't, you didn't. They're already open. That's how it goes. Okay. I don't know if I have. I don't know what I'm doing. I wish I could. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Please. No problem. Okay, so I want everybody to be coloring their pictures, and it looks like you guys are doing a great job. So you can use blue for the clouds, yellow for the sun. And on my mountain, I left it white. I didn't color it white, I just left it white, because that means there's snow on the mountain. What? Can anybody tell me, raise a quiet hand, can anybody tell me what happens to snow when the sun hits it? Look. It melts. And so the sun heats up the snow, and as the snow melts, it runs down into the river or stream, and then it collects at the bottom of the mountain. And so that's why I just left mine white, because it's got snow on the top of that mountain. And snow's really important for us. If we don't have snow, we usually don't have water in the summertime. No, yeah.
When we don't have any snow, you can't even throw snowballs anymore.
I know, it's super important to have snow.
It's very important.
Okay, so once you're done coloring your pictures, you may cut them out. Now, there's one thing that's gonna be kind of tricky about this, and I'll show you when everybody's ready. I'll show you what we're gonna do. Looks like lots of good coloring. So we're gonna have to pretend like mine are colored, because I'm not gonna color them right now. But we're gonna pretend like they are. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the number 1, and then I'm gonna find the picture that has the number 1 on it. Well, the first one is the sun. The first step in the water cycle is the sun. Right, yeah, awesome. So I'm gonna cut the sun out. And then I'm gonna find the number 1 on my cloud. And here's my number 1. You can see the 1 there. Right? And then I'm gonna take this number 1 and put it on top of this 1. And then we can turn it over and put our glue on the back and push it down onto the cloud. And that one will be our first one complete. I'm gonna walk around and make sure, if you need any help, or if you need help with your glue or anything, I will, help you. Your scissors, you can help with your scissors, yeah, if you need help. Huh? You know how to cut? Awesome. Okay. Hold them like kindergartners. Good job. Julia?
Not preschool.
Not preschoolers.
You can say clouds there.
Good work.
I always got one and
That's awesome. So, I see some people already have their number one glued down. If you're done with number one, you can move on to
number 2.
number two. I'm gonna show you how to cut, but then I want you to try. Okay, a sign up there says, I do not know, but I will try, okay? So here's your scissors. There you go, and then, right here. You're doing it on this side, you're doing a great job. Name on it? Oh, that's okay, you know what, make sure you glue number one where it belongs, and number two where it belongs. Now, the tricky thing about this is when we go on to number two, we have to open it and find number two. So we're gonna have to fold over the clouds. If you need help folding over the clouds, let me know. Jackson, it looks like you're doing a great job. You're already finished. Fabulous. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jackson finished and you did a great job. Good job. Is your name on it? Make sure your name, if you complete it, make sure your name is on it.
Now make sure you guys write your name where you can see it.
It's kind of fun.
These are looking pretty cool. Make sure you guys' names are on it where we can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna cut out my second one.
So that's gonna be covered up, so you might want to write your name on the outside. We'll need to help with.
I did this all by
You glue
myself.
it? Glue it flat?
I did this all by myself.
Okay. And I'm gonna put the glue on back of number two.
Make sure you write your name on it where we can see it.
I'm done.
Gabriel? That is number one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one.
Oh, it's Dave's number.
Ava.
Okay,
Well,
Gabriel,
Ava.
is your name on
Your
it?
phone.
Can you put your name on it right there at the top?
Your guys' names. Work on your stuff, don't worry about it.
Guys. Okay, I'm gonna cut out number three. Once you're finished, make sure your name is on the top of your cloud.
Very good.
Some of the scholars that have finished showed me their clouds and they had their name on it, and that is good. 'Cause what happens if we don't write our name on them?
Don't know who it is.
That's right, Ariana, we won't know who it belongs to, so
Right.
it's really important to write your name on them. Okay, so here's number three. you need more glue, that's okay, just use a little bit more. And then the last thing that happens is after the rain falls, the water collects on the mountain and runs down the mountain to start the process all over again. And how lucky are we that we have water to drink? It's really important to take care of our water. We don't want to get the water dirty and polluted. When you are done, you can quietly find a book to read in the library. Thank you, Tony. Okay. And that's our completed.
I think tomorrow we're gonna say with a fun flag, and in the morning we're gonna have to start now.
Yeah, have fun.
In a show.
Oh, you got your name on it, Emily, thank you.
Show.
You guys are cleaning up your grass and
I
your
have that.
When you are done, please leave your clouds on your table and put away your pencil boxes and throw away our trash.
leave your clouds on your table, so if you put your clouds away, put them on your table. Oh, I like it. That's cute. She wants your clouds on the table. So put them back on the table. Put your clouds on the table. If you have them in your tummy, go put them on the table, please. Put your cloud on the table. So Ryan, is your cloud on the table?
Okay, make sure that we're cleaning up. Lila.
My milk is good for you. My hair is white with a big black spot. You'll know me by my milk. I'm a cow. I'm covered in soft feathers. And I say, look, say hello. My chicks are soft and fuzzy. They hatch from eggs, you know. Suck, suck, suck. I'm a chicken.
Emily, Chloe, Ava,
This farmer,
your name is
I don't know what it's called. Farm. No one else is quite as pink or has a flat round tail.
I know
I take
Ava,
baths
mine
in
Ava
fishy mud. That's what I'm all about. Oink, oink, oink. I'm a pig. You see the mouth? Oh,
Her name is It's autumn time. It's autumn time. Yellow, red, and brown.
I like the when he trots in. My dog has hay inside.
Did Judy know your name? Yeah.
I'm a
Blue. It's autumn time. Leaves are falling. Leaves are
My
falling.
coat is thick and
Autumn
woolly,
time.
whether brown
It's
or black.
autumn
I
time.
nibble on
What
the
color
grass
can
in
be
my favorite
found?
bed.
Yellow, red, and brown.
I'm a sheep.
All around town. All around town. One more time. It's autumn time. Leaves are falling. Leaves are falling. It's autumn time. It's autumn
Sheep
time.
trick or treat.
What color can be found? Yellow, red, and brown. All around town. All around town. I'm touching my tail.
Alright. As the Halloween moon rises, sheep are fixing up disguises. They make a mask with glue and tape, and a monster suit with shiny tape, with a shiny cape. Sheep knit and sew and drape for a costume for a giant.
Leaves are falling. Leaves are falling. It's autumn time. It's autumn time. What color can be found? Yellow, red, and brown.
Sheep Sheep pose. Sheep pose. Look how many sheep there are on that one. Sheep take lanterns arm in arm. They set off toward a nearby farm. In the woods they give 3 cheers. A sleeping wolf perks up his ears. Oh, you guys I see one somewhere else. He's in the bushes. Yeah. Like, hey guys, wake me up. I'm trying to sleep here. Sheep amble to the bell. They reach the barn and ring the bell. Sheep bleat. Animals get something to eat. The horses drink goat and some apples, toast, and sugar lumps. Ooh, apples, oats, and sugar lumps. Is that what you read? No, you don't? No. Spiders give up and dried up, or spiders give and dried up flies. Nice to pacify. Sheep flip aside the chicken soup. Chicken gives them fresh eggs. So no pointers right now, okay? Thank you. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. What do you see? I see a gold bear looking at me. Wolfus, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. What we see, don't everybody be wrong, I read it. Who's the princess from the city? Alright. Cookies from the cookie jar. Why should I say these times? I'm just gonna say, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? The jar was full. Where did they go? Oh, I know. Mouse took the cookies from the cookie